Outside, wind blowing again, but I don't mind 'cause I'm heading to my tree stand. It's dark out here when you're all alone.
What is up, guys? Welcome to Meat Eater Monday here on Wisdom Outdoors. Today we're going to be talking about my meat. I have been getting a lot of DMs across all platforms for people. They want to see my meat, and here it is. Yeah, so we're talking about meat, and we're talking about not going to the grocery store. So on the counter, this is my daughter Meadow. She's helping me today. So here we have an entire deer on the counter that I harvested back in November. On the table we have an entire pig that, again, I knew both these animals when they were alive. The pig comes from my brother's pig farm over in South Stukely, which is cool. And again, he did most of the work. I got to give a shout out to my brother for doing most of the work, but I was there to help a couple of times, and I did bring this pig to slaughter with him. We had to bring the pigs on a chilly morning from Stukely up to Racine to get it harvested. So I haven't opened these bags yet. We're going to go ahead. We're going to unbox my meat. I got some other stuff over here I want to show you, but yeah, this is how we do it at Wisdom Outdoors. We got our whole year ready to go here of meat. Yeah, but come help me show the meat. So what do we want to start with? Let's start with the pig. So this is one entire hog from the head right down to the tail. We got a whole pig on the table. This is a happy pig. You know, this pig was not tortured indoors, was not abused. So I you know, that is a big part of our values, and it's super important to you know, to eat free range good meat, man. So that's it. Let's have a quick look at what we got here. The butcher in Racine, they went ahead, they transformed it. We're close to Montreal here, so we love smoked meat. Typically that's made with beef, but in this case they've used the same. Wow, you got a deer roast. We've got the same thing, but made with pork. So I just thought I'd show you that. Sounded like an interesting product. Oh, wow. Yeah, that's some beef. Now, that's a big tip. When you're handling your meat, you never want to bang these, because what happens if this has to last me all year, every time I whack the vacuum seal bag, yeah, be very careful with them, sweetie. You're going to make little holes. Air's going to get in and ruin your meat. And you do not want to ruin your meat. Yeah, it's really good. So don't touch those, okay? Don't touch those. So you want to be really careful when handling your meat. I just picked all this up. It took some time, especially when you have them make sausages, when they're doing all those deer. Yeah, that's a steak. That's a beef steak. So never whack your meat. That's ground deer. We're going to make some meatballs with that, or a lasagna. That's more. And this is ground lamb. We got lamb chops as well. That's more deer, okay, sweetie? So come over here. We're going to open these bags. So let's talk a bit more about the pig. We got the pork smoked meat. I'm going to just get a close-up of that. So same spices. I think it's already been sliced as well. Yeah, I can see that it's been sliced. And this you would probably go ahead and boil and then put in a sandwich. Rye bread, mustard, good quality pickles, and boom. I haven't tried it yet. We'll absolutely let you guys know how it goes. Yeah, don't drop that, kid. We've been renovating my house, and every single lunch we just started eating sausages, my buddy and my. So I had a lot of sausage made, as much with my deer as with my pig. So here we have breakfast sausage. I'll show you that. We also have Italien Forte, which would be spicy Italian sausage. So this is made with local delicious pig. It looks really good. I also have a ton of other varieties here. What's wrong? Is it too cold? Yeah. The meat is cold, eh, Meadow? You got to be careful. So let's just turn this around. We can identify these sausages. I'm going to try and keep this video under 10 minutes. Saucisse, fromage, bacon. So it's a little more expensive because he adds a ton of cheese. But boy, do those ever look good. And then we have the Mexican sausages too. So So I think I took, yeah, your hands are getting cold, eh, babe? I think I have 5 varieties in all. So breakfast, Italian, fine herbe, which is going to be delicious just with some herbs. Saucisse fromage bacon too, and super cool. And the Mexican, I like those. You and again, barbecue them. Going to be really, really, really delicious. Obviously, most of my ground pork was used with the sausages, but I went ahead. I had some ground too because I like that. The nice thing when having a deer and pork is you can combine it, right? The deer is very lean, with a little more flavorful. The pork is very mild, but again, with a lot that fat content. So it's nice to have both. If you're making meatballs or a meat sauce or chili or burgers, you can combine the meats too. So that's important. This is the pig belly, so that's going to be good. You see those ASMR where they get that skin really crackling. Just run the knife over that. Those Asian recipes, so that's going to be really awesome. And the nice thing about doing it yourself too is you get all those cuts. This is the cheek. It's going to be really, really good. That's a muscle. All that chewing they do. We'll probably braise that. Going to be awesome. I don't know if I'm going to open these, but I will just turn it over. On the bottom too, I do the keto diet a lot, so I even wanted the skin just to get that crackling. Yeah. Yeah. In Quebec, we call that oreille de Christ, so I can deep fry that in lard. We got the ribs, obviously. We got more ground here. I'm not exactly sure what that is, but boy, does that look good. Those are, yeah, some other cuts there. All the skin, I said I wanted it. So we got sausage, we got the skin, we got the ribs, we got the smoked meat. Look at the chops here too. Now they weren't huge. I'm gonna put, I don't know off the top of my head, the breed of pigs that we raised this summer, but they're not your regular big fat pink pigs. They're a little smaller. They have some nice coloration on them. He likes to do those exotic breeds. So I will put that in the description of this video, but they weren't huge, but I think that's cool too, because you get a nice little chop. Look at that fat too. That's going to have some good flavor. A ton of chops. I didn't want them too thick because I have kids. I mean, you know, the last thing you want to give to a 9-year-old is a 2-inch thick pork chop, I think. So I didn't go nuts on that, but look at all the chops. That is a significant amount of pork chops in this bag. Can't wait to try those. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So that's looking really good. And again, the trotters, this is awesome. I don't have a dog anymore, but yeah, that's your ducky. We'll go ahead and put that back on the fridge. But I got the feet, if ever, and you can see they weren't huge pigs. They just by the size of that trotter, you can see that they're not enormous. Having said that, the whole table is covered in pork, even though the pigs weren't that big. So this is really cool. I think we have some other exotics. Yeah, this is a shoulder. So we've got some more cuts in here. Looking really good. Go ahead and flip that over. We got a ton more of roasts. I love to do tacos with a pork shoulder. You just get that. You marinate it 48 hours. Cook it low and slow until it just pulls apart, man. You make with those real corn tortillas. We went to Mexico in October, and a lot of it's just about recreating those amazing carnitas. We were in LA as well, so LA, good tacos. What's the name of the one with pineapple there? It's just so good. They grill it with an open flame with pineapple. Let me know in the comments if you know what I'm talking about, but not carnitas, but tacos. Anyway, I'll put that in the comments too, but you kind of layer it with slices of pineapple and just burn it and turn it. Get that in the taco shell. Here too, some more roast, some other stuff. I know I have the tongue somewhere. I have the liver. I wanted everything, right? So I got the cheeks and the head. We'll see. I do have a skull collection, so we'll see what I do with the head. That looks like a liver maybe. Or, yeah, so that's going to be good. I like those weird cuts. I think that's going to be interesting to try. And I won't get too graphic, but that is the head. So it should have a cool skull in there. You can do head cheese. You can do a ton of stuff with the head. Get that crisped up. So we shall see. We shall see, obviously. So that's my whole pig. Looking good. Ton of variety. Can't wait to get into this thing. And I think my wife's a vegetarian, so this is just for me and the kids. So can't wait to get into this. Looking good. Let's do the deer now. Wow. So yeah, I harvested a deer back in November. I just got the sausage back yesterday because they're busy for the holidays. So They do the deer. I went and picked up the steaks and stuff, and then they did the cuts. And I went ahead and picked that up yesterday. Again, just like the pig, we've been eating sausages on my renovation project, so I went nuts with the sausage. This is all Toulouse deer. Amazing. And again, Toulouse, for those that you that know, is a region in France. Really good sausage. I think it's a coarser grind too. Wow, I just can't wait to try this. Again, no gluten, which is cool. And can't wait to try these. Should be really good on the barbecue. Just have a look at that venison sausage. Man, that's going to be good. Obviously lean, eh? So they've adjusted that. Here we have jalapeno cheddar. So again, a little more expensive too if they're adding a ton of cheddar cheese to your sausages. Looks like the packs are 3 or 4 sausages per pack. So again, that is a huge bag of jalapeno cheddar venison sausage. Looking really good. The other one that looked good on their menu was the Portuguese. So Portuguese sausage. Looking really, really, really cool. Again, this is all my back straps, my tenderloin, all that stuff that you would never grind up. So you have the back strap is one of my favorite cuts of venison. You just want to cut that, cook that very lean. Meadow, look over here. Come look over here. So, and again, I don't think I'm going to open this. I like how it's wrapped up, but we have, the tenderloin, some amazing steaks too, which you would never grind up from the deer. And even though I had 10, 20, 30 pounds of sausage. Yo. Okay, I'll help you down. Give me your hand, sweetie, okay? I'm going to help you down. Just grab onto me. Come over here and look at the deer sausage on this side, okay? We'll move your chair. And you come and have a look at the sausage here. We're going to cook some up today. So we have 3 enormous bags of sausage, but you still get all this too, So, I mean, everyone who's against hunting or thinks we're barbarians, man, you can kiss my ass. Again, this was not a huge buck. I think my target 6-point, unfortunately, was harvested by the neighbors on the second day of hunting. So then what I recommend is just open. Yeah, that's really good. Open up your standards a little bit as hunting season goes on, And again, a smaller deer tastes a hell of a lot better than tag soup, which I've eaten too much of. So you know what? Everyone who says maybe don't harvest smaller bucks can just go ahead and kiss my ass. I'm going to enjoy all these sausages. And
I open it, please.
I don't give a shit what you think. So let's have another look at this. We have some ground deer, even though I have... Yeah, we're going to open it. Even though we made all this sausage, we still have a lot of ground as well. This is amazing. But look at these steaks too. These cook up. You always want to cook it rare. Be careful, sweetie. Just leave it. Yeah, we're going to leave those. You put your hand on it, okay? All of this is steaks, which is awesome on this side, and big roasts, the shoulder roast, which you can just wrap in bacon and go ahead and cook. These are some pepperettes as well that I had made from the deer. So these are pepperettes, sweetie. You want to hold it? So this is a really good snack if you're hunting. And look at all the pepperettes I have, man. This is all pepperettes. You want to hold another one? Yeah. So if you're hunting, if you're fishing, you want to think like a deer. If you're going to eat like a deer, you want to think like a deer. I highly recommend these pepperettes. This one was done at Boucherie René Richard over in between North Hatley and Magog. Boucherie René Richard. Very, very good place that has done my deer for the last 3-4 years since André Lamontagne retired. So very happy with the service. And this was the boucherie in Racine, which is Boucherie La Marche, who did the pigs. We brought them to the slaughterhouse, and then they did all of these cuts. So I highly recommend both of them. Very good prices. I know a deer can be expensive these days, but I talked to some buddies who had it done elsewhere. I definitely paid less. Look at all this meat. This is insane. We got to get this meat back in the freezer. I think we're going to get Meadows some pepperettes going. They are a little spicy, but they're pretty good. I love them. And that's it. It's nice to think back to your hunt while you're snacking on a pepperette. And just forget it, man. The meat at Super C, the meat at Walmart, it's disgusting. That ground beef, they've put additives. There's beef from 1,000 cows in one burger. It's revolting what they do. They change the label as the meat gets older. They'll grind up an old roast beef into the meat, and it's just disgusting, the practices at butcher shops. So while I do believe in eating meat, I believe in getting the meat, you know, and I looked this animal in the eye. I got to know him on my trail camera. I dragged him out of the woods by myself and got her done. So that too is just gives you a certain level of satisfaction.
I need more.
You want more meat?
Yeah.
All right, well, we better go hunting again. So, yeah, pretty cool. Pretty cool. Just wanted to throw another tip out there. If you're watching this locally, check out the butcher shop. Just 1 second. You want one more here, okay? Just don't bang it. Be soft with it, okay? Check out the butcher shop at Campus Brome-Missisquoi. If you're watching this in the Eastern Townships of Quebec, there's a butcher school at the Brome-Missisquoi campus, Massé-Vanier campus. And that's another place to get really good meat. They do amazing cuts and really good prices. And it's the students who are learning to be chefs or learning to be butchers that are going to go ahead and prepare all that stuff, whether it's just the cuts of meat or the prepared pies like tourtière and stuff that are made in the chef school, or if it's just the meat that's made in the butcher school. You can get all kinds of really good cuts, and it's not going to be that nasty meat from Super C, which looks like roadkill, or I don't know where they're getting it. So yeah, I didn't want this video to be too long. Go ahead, like my meat and subscribe to my meat. It's awesome. And I'm going to wrap this up here. But yeah, let's get some sausages on the barbecue. Jalapeno cheddar, Toulouse, Portugais. We got the Italienne forte. We got, I think I have Italienne douce somewhere too. I've got the déjeuner. I've got the fines herbes. I got the Mexicain. I got the bacon fromage. Ça va être incroyable. Very, very, very cool. And look at these chops, man. We're going to get that head roasted up. Be soft with your meat. Smoked meat sandwiches. Yeah, so everyone who's coming here this summer for barbecues, get ready, folks. We're going to eat well. Meadow, do you want to say goodbye to the folks? I'll just show you quickly, too, obviously. I like a little variety. I do have some lamb as well. And from a local farm, too, over in Dunham. Got some beef and stuff too, which I like to support local. So it's nice to have a good steak. Yeah, and we get our turkeys from Dundale Farm in Dunham. Don't drop them, babe. So yeah, check out Dundale Farm in Dunham. I'll put all the information for the butcher shops, local farms in the comments. And I got to get this all in the freezer. Yeah, can you say bye to everybody? Say bye. Tell them to like, share, and subscribe. Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.